What is going on, everyone? Tyler here with Random Automotive. Today we're going to show you a quick little video on how to test your vehicle's thermostat. Also, if you haven't seen our video on how to replace a thermostat, you should go take a look at it. So here's the thermostat that came out of the 78 Jeep Wrangler. You can see it's pretty grimy. So basically how this thermostat works is you have a couple of different temperatures that they open at. Standard for this Jeep is 195, but it's important that you get the OE temperature unless you're doing running your vehicle for other applications, because you want it to get to operating temperature and run at operating temperature. You don't want it to get too cool if you think your car is overheating. So what happens is how these fail sometimes is your car never gets up to temperature. If your car never gets up to temperature, it's failed open, meaning that this portion is sticking out. How this operates is when the temperature hits 195 degrees, this portion in here, the water flows in this way. This portion goes down, allows the water to come out of this end. And most of the time it's a fail-safe. They stick open like that. Sometimes if they stick closed, what they'll do is they'll allow water to not go through and they'll get stuck. So it's important to get the regular operating temperature for your vehicle's thermostat. You don't want to get something too low because it may cause it to never get up to temperature, making you think that your thermostat's failed again. So I'm going to show you a quick little video on how to test this. How you want to test it is you want to make sure you have some sort of pair of pliers, a pot, and put the pot full of water and put it on the stove. And we want to get the temperature to 195 degrees. And the reason we want to get it to 195 is that's what this thermostat's designated for. Most of the time they'll have it on the words there. Got a pair of needle nose vice grips I'm going to hold this with. Basically, when the temperature of the water gets up to 195, we're going to stick this in. So once we stick this in the water, there's two areas to pay attention to. Look here, see if there'll be a gap. So keep in mind how this looks. When the water gets hot, this should go down and create a gap right about there. And same down here, you're going to look and see if this is pushed out. Now, if it already appears pushed out, we pretty much know the thermostat is sticking open. Okay, so it's going to simulate the Jeep at operating temperature. Now remember what I just said about how this looks. So we're going to stick that in there, hold it for a couple of seconds. And pull it back out. And as you can see, this portion down here, well, it's starting to go slowly, hasn't popped out at all. Let's try that again. You should be able to notice a substantial difference putting it in water this hot. Okay, you can see it's popped out a little bit, but you should be able to see it popped out more than that. Also, you can see a gap there now, very small. So it's telling me that this thermostat that I have here, I'm going to leave it in there for a minute, but odds are it's failing, and it's failing closed, which causes a borderline overheating problem. So I've left it in there in a little bit hotter water, but you can see it has opened now. There's a gap. If you look in there, there's that gap that wasn't there earlier. But it's opening really slow at 212 degrees. Basically, all your vehicle's water is left to pass through a hole that's that big. And yeah, that's basically, it's working, but not well. And I've poured room temperature water on it, and now it's back closed. Still boiling. But basically, yeah, that's how to test your thermostat at home, guys. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. We'll have more like this soon. Thank you for watching.